Um, yeah, just a couple like small things if you want to see special objects that you can use with Ace. Like all of these objects can be picked up and carried, and you can also load them into inventories like a truck or like one of these boxes, but you load it with the Ace option to put it in there. So with that in mind, you've got these special objects that players can take into the hot zone with them, into the AO with them. And things like this is a command truck, the HQ trucks. This is a radio that works only within 20 feet of a command truck. You have to have this near the command truck for it to be useful, or else you won't get the option here where it says radio for intel. You won't get the option unless you're close to the truck. Basically, you will radio high command somewhere for intel on enemies in the area, and they will, when they radio you back, it will reveal red units on your map. If you're using map stuff, you can play with that any way you want, like how you want to reveal units, whether they're on the map or there are some markers that are placed down or something. Like that's kind of the easy part, making the result of it. But you use the action here. It's going to search the area. It's also going to play random radio chatter. And then it'll say enemy positions updated, and like on your map you'll see like red units, or markers, or however you decide to make that outcome happen. The smaller radios which you can pick up and stuff, they're linked to a artillery position, so there's a guy on a mortar over there, okay? And these radios have options on them for HE support, white phosphorus, chem, and luminous. So all you got to do is click on it. Well, you hold it down, it'll give you the map, and you have to shift left click. Anywhere you shift left click, he will fire ordnance. If you just right click or left click or something like that, or exit the map, it will kind of exit the script. So if we want to shell this area, we will shift left click right there, it exits the map, and then you'll see, sorry about that, there's gonna be lag. The mortar's firing. He'll fire 4 rounds of whichever ammunition you tell him to. It's kind of bare bones, but it's super simple, so like you can't really break it. So whichever option you select, you're gonna get 4 rounds of that ammo type, and it's going to land wherever you left shift click. So you just pick these things up, and you just carry them around, put them inside of a truck, put them at a like a FOB, forward observational base, or whatever that means. But yeah, you take these into the fight with you, and I have these boxes that you can carry as well, so you can take a bunch of these objects, pop them into one of these boxes, throw this box on a helicopter, and when you land, you just get this box out. Everything's contained. You can just go unpack it somewhere at an FOB and have all these capabilities at base. Artillery, some sort of comms that you can, see where the enemy is, and this one is my favorite. This is the first aid, and basically any blue units within 50 meters of this position, of like wherever this first aid kit is, it'll pick up like blue units nearby and it will heal them. So every tick will give them 0.1 off of their damage rating. If they don't have any damage, it will ignore them, but if they have damage, it will reduce how much damage they have, 1 tick at a time. So you see how it goes 1 at a time? It'll do that for 9 seconds, which will, it'll heal a unit like completely. But if you do it and you only go like halfway, it will still, like right here, it'll be like 0.4 damage that has been taken away. So like even if you're interrupted, it's still healing a little bit. So you take this, you put it at like a forward base where you're defending somewhere. You can run back and try to heal your guys, or maybe after the action, you can heal up your dudes and reduce casualties in the field, hopefully. So yeah, basically that's some of what I've got going on. These like objects that you would take into the field to be like natural side objectives, kind of objectives, things for players to do, kind of like taking ammo into the field. It's the same shit, just different capabilities that you would want to have. The only thing I'm not mentioning is this truck is actually linked to Zeus. So our other characters over here is is lagging. Our other characters over here are meant to be players, and they'll be Zeus as well, but they have a limited range. Like this Zeus, these two players can only Zeus right here. They can't spawn anything outside of the base area. They can only command troops outside of the base area. So the function that this truck has is you drive this truck outside and you set it up. If you set the truck up, it will become it will give you like a 50-meter radius in which you can Zeus. So you can make a forward base somewhere outside of where you start, and Zeus will be able to like place sandbags and make a little forward base, maybe even spawn some units if you need them, by setting up the command truck. So now it kind of has a function. But that's kind of the shit I've been like thinking about. So I've just been playing around writing this stuff. So yeah, Vietnam.